Coming up on the Daily O, a tragic murder in Oklahoma. We have the details on how the suspect has been apprehended.
And a massive data breach. We have what you should be on the watch for. All this and more is coming up. The Daily O starts now.
Good evening and welcome to the Thursday edition of the Daily O. I'm Addison McBride.
And I'm Reagan Lee. We're glad you're with us. Oklahoma City have arrested a man in connection to the brutal death of an 85-year-old woman. DNA evidence collected from the scene matched to 33-year-old Cordell Wilson. Investigators say Ina Balch was found dead in her northwest Oklahoma City home in December under suspicious circumstances. Court documents say she was found tied up with multiple bruises and a broken hip that led to her death. Family members told police they had just seen her a day before and she was in good health with no signs of injury. Police say Wilson was already in custody after being arrested for another break-in just 2 streets away days after Balch's death.
The Oklahoma Tax Commission says a breach in data may have exposed some taxpayers' personal information. Officials say the breach happened in December through the agency's online taxpayer portal, allowing unauthorized access to certain data. The Tax Commission has not said how many people were affected or exactly what information was compromised. Letters have been sent to those potentially impacted with the details on the breach and steps to protect their information. Affected taxpayers are also being offered free credit monitoring and identity theft protection services.
Oklahoma lawmakers have reached a deal on the state's next budget. Legislative leaders agreed on a $12.7 billion budget, a nearly 1.3% increase from last year. The plan includes an additional $230 million for education. Included is $40 million set for Oklahoma State University to fund a new agronomy building. State leaders say the deal comes during a tight budget year following recent tax cuts, forcing tough decisions on spending priorities. Lawmakers are now expected to draft the final budget bill with votes set to begin in the coming weeks.
It's one small step for man and one giant step for Stillwater. Stillwater-based Frontier Electronic Systems has spent more than 20 years working with NASA, and now their technology is helping power the Artemis II mission. The company built hand controllers used to maneuver the Orion spacecraft, along with dashboard panels and critical electronics hidden inside the system. Officials say components help ensure the spacecraft has the power and precision needed, with the ultimate goal of bringing astronauts home safely. Employees say seeing their work inside the Orion capsule is a proud moment.
A Tulsa man has been arrested after trying to steal copper wires during last night's storms. At around midnight, officers received a report of a man climbing onto highway signs. When they arrived, they noticed lights on the signs were not working, with loose wires hanging down. They then spotted 29-year-old Landon Bolenbach, who told officers he was trying to turn the lights back on. He was arrested on a complaint of larceny of copper wire and obstruction.
We saw some pretty heavy rain last night during the tornado watch, but what can we expect tonight? Bridget Nye is in the Weather Center with our evening forecast. Bridget.
That's right, Addison. Stillwater was rocking and rolling last night, but today has been pretty calm. We've seen sunny skies and our temperature at 79 with our real feel at 82. Well, don't let the sunshine fool you just yet because we will see some storms in the next couple of days. But for now, that's it for me. Back to you two at the desk.
All right, Bridget, when we return, OSU students are getting their chance in the spotlight.
And what's going on around campus? The Daily O returns right after this.
Hi, welcome to Sugar Llamas!
Well, I'm the owner of Sugar Llamas here in Stillwater. My name is Chad O'Rourke. We want to create a customer-centric culture and create an experience for our customers when they come in. Our ice cream in particular, you can get it other places, but I'm only aware of like one other place besides the Sugar Llama in the state of Oklahoma that you can get it. We actually ship it in from up north, but when it comes to our coffee, you cannot get Sugar Llama coffee anywhere else in the world. You might find a blend similar to it, but you're not going to get Sugar Llama coffee anywhere but a Sugar Llama. It is proprietary to us. We really actually want to get more involved within our community. It's not just about making money, but it's about serving our community and becoming a part of the community here.
Ace in the Bowl salsa started many, many years ago. I was trying to find a recipe to take to a family gathering, and so I started messing around with different recipes, and I took a little bit from here and a little bit from there, and I came up with a salsa that is truly unique. Ace in the Bowl salsa is an olive oil based salsa with tomatoes, green chilies, green onions, and black olives. There's no sugar added, it's gluten-free, low calorie, low carb, low fat, low sodium. So it's a very, very, very good alternative to any snack you may want. As of right now, I'm just looking to be in Oklahoma and having a successful business within the state. If my grandkids could ever take it over when they're old enough, that would be my dream.
Hanging one's art is a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and some OSU students are getting that chance.
The Daily O's Solomon Swice takes us into the OSU Museum of Art, where students are letting their creativity shine.
The Oklahoma State University's Museum of Arts is turning the spotlight onto its own students with a new showcase featuring a variety of student artwork on display now through April 18th.
Pleasantly surprised to see what the students made, because a lot of them took it in directions I had no idea that they were going to, especially with pieces that are so industrial, like, radios and chairs and lamps, and they really found a unique way to bring in nature or organic forms into their pieces.
For many students, this showcase is more than just recognition. It's a step into the professional world of art.
They get a chance to have their artwork in our galleries, and it's really special for us and also for them, because it's that first step from going outside the classroom into a museum experience.
Behind the scenes, the selection process of the art took months of planning and collaboration.
So this was about a semester-long process of coming in with some faculty members and choosing pieces from the permanent collection that we really wanted to highlight, and then giving these pieces to the students and saying, okay, you guys have a set amount of time to make these pieces, laying them all out, choosing them, and then sending them here for the museum to place and put up.
Now their work isn't just a part of a class, it's a part of the gallery. Reporting from Stillwater, Solomon Swice, The Daily O.
Well, it's that time again to check in with Marcella Gonzalez, who's here to give us a look at what's happening around campus.
Yeah, Marcella, lots of students are looking forward to recovering from midterms, so what can we look out for?
Well, guys, here's what's coming up on campus. This Friday from 12 to 1:30 p.m., head over to the Regatta Center for a Pitch Friday, an open mic event where you can hear early stage ideas, get real feedback, and connect with founders and mentors. No pressure, just progress. On Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m., stop by the OSU Museum of Art for Collage Club, a hands-on, drop-in event where you can create your own art with all materials provided. Perfect for a relaxing and creative afternoon. Then, next Tuesday at 5:45, unwind with a free yoga at Block 34, a beginner-friendly class that's part of a midweek mindfulness series. So bring your mat, some water, and take a break. We'll see you there.
The storms have seemed to dry up in Stillwater for now, but let's check back in with Bridget, who's got what the conditions are looking like across the state. Bridget?
That's right, Reagan. Today's radar shows pretty clear. As we can see as we go into tonight, we're having some cloud coverage pass over Stillwater, but not enough to create any precipitation. But let's take a look at tomorrow. We're going to see that most of the state is having that cloud coverage, including us here in Stillwater. We're going to see some storms begin to push down from Kansas, and they're going to gradually appear through our college town. Looking into Saturday morning, we're going to see those storms have moved past Stillwater down to southeastern Oklahoma. But what to look out for? We are going to experience some rain and storms, so keep an eye out. After the rain, though, this weekend, we will go back to seeing some sunny skies. That's it for me. Back to you two at the desk.
We'll be on the lookout, Bridget. When we return, the president addressed the nation last night. We have his update on the war in Iran.
And oil prices continue to surge. How this is affecting us here in the States. The Daily O returns right after this.
We would design something, it would sit on the counter, and people was either, if enough of them said, you know, this isn't it never made to the line. Dad was excited that they're all original. They were all designed on Mom's kitchen table, and it gets in your blood after a while.
We're very happy that Pamela and Michael have taken over the business and kept the family going.
We took the business over in 2017. When we found that it was available, we wanted to keep the legacy of family alive, but it was also incredible products that deserved to be a part of Made in Oklahoma's story. We were a part of Made in Oklahoma years ago, and so it kind of grew as Made in Oklahoma grew.
Oklahoma is ingrained into everything that we did. We've been here most of our life. That's what we entailed our whole business on, was the Oklahoma homegrown feeling.
Deep Fork Foods started in 2014. We started off with our nut products, and now we produce everything from jarred products to cookie mixes and pancake mixes and dried products for people, as well as our spice blends. Now we produce over 168 different products for ourselves and about 20 to 30 other companies in Oklahoma.
I'm Cindy Stewart. I'm one of the owners of Deep Fork Foods. We've gone from just making our own stuff and doing just small things to being able to co-pack and work with other companies and individuals within Oklahoma and across the United States as well.
I'm just really thankful for the journey that we've had so far and really look forward to the future where we're taking Deep Fork Foods and being able to provide more value for Oklahoma and its economy, as well as all the people within the state.
I love the opportunities that being in a food business provides. I absolutely love sharing food and good stories with people, so this just gives us another connection. And I can't wait to see where this path takes us with it.
President Donald Trump says the war with Iran could end soon, but for now, fighting continues as it enters its second month. In a primetime address, Trump called the U.S. military unstoppable and says the conflict could end shortly without giving a specific timeline. He says the U.S. will continue strikes over the next 2 to 3 weeks until its objectives are fully met. Trump also warned that if Iran does not reach a deal, the U.S. could target key infrastructure, including power facilities.
As hopes for a quick end to the Iran war faded following President Trump's address, gas prices continue to surge. U.S. crude is now above $110 a barrel, while the national average for gas has climbed to just over $4 a gallon. Analysts say drivers could start seeing those higher costs at the pump as soon as today. Economists warn the spike could also drive inflation higher in the coming months.
Republican leaders say they have a plan to end the Homeland Security shutdown. House Speaker Mike Johnson and Senate Majority Leader John Thune announced a two-track approach to fund the department. The plan would first pass a bill to fund most of DHS while leaving out ICE and Customs and Border Protection, similar to a Senate proposal from last week. Those agencies would then be funded separately through a party line bill, allowing Republicans to bypass Democratic support. The move comes weeks after gridlock that left the DHS partially shut down, with many workers going without pay and causing major airport delays. Democrats say they'll support funding for critical agencies, but continue to push for reforms to immigration enforcement.
In a shock coming out of Washington, President Trump has fired Attorney General Pam Bondi. This comes after reports mounted of Trump's frustration with her handling of some of his key points. Bondi is the second cabinet member to be cut by the president. She will now move to a role working in the private sector. Trump's deputy attorney general and former personal attorney Todd Blanche will serve as acting attorney general.
NASA is back on the moon mission, with the crew on board for the first time in more than 50 years. 4 astronauts blasted off last night on the Artemis II mission, a 10-day journey that will take them around Earth and the moon. The crew is testing critical systems aboard the Orion spacecraft, including life support, navigation, and docking capabilities, all key towards the future moon landing. NASA says the mission is laying the groundwork for Artemis IV, which aims to put astronauts back on the lunar surface by 2028. If all goes as planned, the crew will fly within about 4,000 to 6,000 miles of the moon and could travel farther from Earth than any humans in history. They're expected to splash down in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of San Diego on April 10th.
One cowgirl is heading to the desert. Mason Humphner is in the Sports Corner with Who is Hitting Harwood right after this.
My name's Dennis Abernathy. Lived here since 1968, and I consider myself one of Stillwater's oldest original family jewelers. Here at Dennis the Jeweler, we're more about personal service. My father always told me that anybody can sell the jewelry, and what we're doing is completely different, learning to do the repair work. That is one thing that will keep your business alive, because anybody can sell it, but not anybody can fix it. To me, jewelry is very, very personal. Every piece of jewelry has its own story, and I get to hear hundreds of stories from my clients, which I love to hear. There's always a story with it. I mean, you buy a piece of jewelry for a show of appreciation, a sign of love. There are a lot of different aspects for jewelry when you purchase it.
My wife lived east of here, about 35, 40 miles, something like that, over at Lamont. I was dating her from over at Alba when we were going to college. I knew about the well then. It was a great well. It was great water. I'd stop there, stick my head under it, wake up, drive on home, that kind of thing. And people talked about bottling this water. And so that's why I started thinking about doing that. And so in 2003, the property come up for sale. And so we started working on that, had the opportunity to buy it. The hopes are when folks drink our water is that they'll drink it for a few days and find out the difference. They'll start feeling better because there's been no chemical in our water. There's a list of good things that we have. We don't have any bad things in it. This company means a lot to me because I guess we started it from scratch. And to be able to have it where it's at today, I don't see this as the end at all. I see the future of Divine Water as being worldwide, which will bring outside dollars into the state. It means a lot to me because I started it, I guess, and our family started it.
Welcome back to the Daily O. Come on in and sit on down because you were in the Sports Corner. I'm Mason Humphner. Let's talk sports. The season might be over, but Micah Gray is lacing it up one more time. The graduated Cowgirl is one of 20 senior standouts in action this weekend at the Lilly Women's College All-Star Game. The Oklahoma City native led the Cowgirls with a team best 13.6 points per game, a real shooter. She also broke the school's single-season three-pointers mark for the second year in a row. The game tips off Saturday at 11 a.m. in Phoenix, Arizona. And what in the world is going on with Cowgirl tennis? It was announced yesterday that the Cowgirls will be forfeiting both of their weekend matchups against Houston and UCF. This marks the third forfeit in a row and fifth of the season. The answer just seems to be injuries. The last match OSU actually played in, they conceded one doubles match and two singles matches, with the final straw being an injury forfeit after just 4 points on court one. That means now 4 Cowgirls have gone down with an injury and 2 are redshirting freshmen. So with only 3 available players and 2 matches left in the regular season, we may have seen the last of this year's Cowgirl tennis team. Softball is heating up with a series sweep, and baseball looking to ignite a flame after a series loss. So let's go around the diamond with Preston P-Town Hudlow. What's going on out there, Preston?
Yeah, thanks, Fred Hump. A lot has happened since I've been on here, but nonetheless, I'm back. Now, starting off with baseball, they got a big win against Dallas Baptist, a bounce-back win, 14-5. But out of the last 13 games, they lost 6. It's not that great. Now, it is April. We have 2 months left until the finish line, but you have to improve that conference record. They're currently sitting at 3-6. It's not that great, but you got to improve it. Now, they have a home series against Cincinnati. They're a pretty good ball club, and this is a pretty telling series to see if this team will compete down the stretch or not. Now, obviously, this is a cliche with the pitching has to get better. Hudson Merritt, he has been back for a little bit. He's pitched the last 2 series, but the bullpen just has to get better to rack up those wins. They move over to softball. They dominated Utah. A dominant road win against Utah. They swept them. They improved to 25-10 overall, improving to 7-5 in conference play. And get this, Ruby Malin, she's now Big 12 Pitcher of the Week for the second week in a row. In her last 18 innings, she's averaged a ERA of .78, and she's gotten 16 more strikeouts. So no surprise, she's killing it as always. And get this, they don't play until the 8th. So you know what that means? Rest, 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 rest. And when they come back, they'll be healthier, and they can continue rolling. Well, that's all I have from Around the Diamond. Back to you, Humph.
All right, Preston, little update for you as well. The game tomorrow being moved from 6 p.m. to 1 p.m. due to potential weather being involved. With all the new faces for Cowboy football, it's kind of nice to find a little familiarity, and that comes with defensive line coach Greg Richmond, who played at OSU under coach and coached under Mike Gundy. And for Richmond, he knows what he needs to do to get it done, but he can't help but be in awe of how he got back to Stillwater.
I don't know, that's the football gods, you know, and the good, like I say, man, the good Lord, you know, and it was a learning lesson for me. You know, I learned a lot of things, you know, here, and I don't take nothing from it. When I got on that road, and I always told my wife, you know, I'm coaching to get us back together, you know, and I didn't know back together would be back here at my alma mater, you know, and I'm thankful for it. It's the mental toughness, man, having to compartmentalize stuff and really focus on the job and not take away from the kids that I have to coach and not take away from the staff that I'm coaching with that's depending on me to make sure I do my part, to make sure my guys are showing up and doing what they're supposed to do when they're supposed to do it and how it's supposed to be done.
Well, that's all we have today from the Sports Corner, but don't touch that mouse. A new view could take scientist understandings even higher. Addison and Reagan have it right after this.
I'm Travis Taylor. I'm the general manager for the Hotel Indigo Tulsa Downtown. I have a real good understanding of the food scene in Tulsa, and I've loved to see the way it's evolved over the years, and I'm glad to be part of it.
My name's Kevin Kyle. I'm the executive chef. I started here, the idea was to do something local. Everything that we try to do has Oklahoma products.
Tulsa is a big oil boom when we were the oil capital in the early 1900s. How Route 66 put Tulsa on the map. And the menu around that was, well, what would an oil worker take out in their lunchbox? That's how Prospect kind of came from.
We never get crazy busy, so we can do a lot of different things with food. And we can do things like wine dinners and have local dinners. We have a private dining room that people can come.
I think being at the heart of the old Route 66 has kind of weighed into us getting a lot of different things brought in from different areas of the United States. When I taste something on our menu for the first time, the first thing I go is, that's Tulsa.
My name's Kayla. I've been here since the beginning, so 4 years. Scratch is more focused on farm and mostly made in Oklahoma products, keeping it local. Sustainability is our biggest thing. That's one of the reasons why this place opened.
I've been the chef here at Scratch for 2.5 years. Started here as a line cook. Our food and drinks are a bit separate entities almost inside the restaurant. So the food is now up to 85% of the products we bring in are raised or grown locally. It's all based off of things that I grew up eating in southern Oklahoma, things my grandparents ate.
Fresh food, clean food, organic food, sustainability, that's all of our thing. From front of house to back of house, we're able to maintain both with freshness. But made in Oklahoma means we get it straight from the farms that are 20, 30 minutes, another little county away. We get it straight from them.
Places. Yeah. 2, 1. One pop star is making her way back to the stage with a new album. Kennedy Coyle has that in our A-List update. Kennedy.
That's right, Addison. American pop icon Olivia Rodrigo has officially announced her third album. Rodrigo posted on Instagram this morning a picture of her wearing a dress on a swing, representing the official album cover. The album is titled, "You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl in Love." Most popular for her songs about heartbreak, fans believe her upcoming songs will have the same theme. Rodrigo has earned 3 Grammys, 4 MTV Awards, and 7 Billboard Awards for her previous albums, Sour and Guts. The third album is available to stream on June 12th. That's all I have for today. Back to you guys at the desk.
Storms, ribbons, and its iconic rays in electric blue. Saturn appears like you've never seen it before in a new set of images released by our flagship space telescopes, James Webb and Hubble. The Hubble image seen here was captured as part of a more than a decade-long monitoring program called OPAL in August 2024. Programs like OPAL have allowed scientists to track storms, banding patterns, and seasonal shifts over time. These are likely the last high resolutions we'll see of the planet until the 2040s, as the northern pole enters winter and will shift into darkness for 15 years.
Take a bite of this. It's National Burrito Day, a day wrapped in layered history. The word burrito first appeared in the Dictionary of Mexicanismos in 1895. The burrito was introduced in the United States in the 1930s at the El Cholo Spanish Cafe in Los Angeles. Since then, the burrito has found its way to menus all across the United States. Whether you like yours with ground beef and cheese or beans and veggies, you can share your way of celebrating by using the hashtag National Burrito Day.
Well, before we go, let's go back to the Weather Center where Bridget Nye has our 7-day forecast. Bridget?
Thanks, Reagan. Hey there, Cowboys. Let's check out that 7-day. As you can see, we had those sunny skies today, but as we look towards the weekend, we're going to see some thunderstorms tomorrow on Friday and then some typical rain showers on Saturday. After that, though, we're going to see some sunny skies with our temperatures in the 69 on Sunday, but then in the 70s the rest of the week. So guys, I heard it was burrito day. What's your favorite type of burrito, Reagan?
I mean, my favorite place to get a burrito here in Stillwater would definitely be Don Pebble.
Yeah,
I know.
Nice.
But I mean, Chipotle is classic too, so either or.
Chipotle is a classic. I do love a good burrito, guys. I really love a breakfast burrito.
Okay, yes.
Those are so fire. I like to make my own, actually, so Chipotle is good.
Okay.
But Mason, tell me about this Don Pibble burrito we were discussing before the show.
Yeah, you know, Don Pebble, not bad, not a bad spot. I love it. It's my favorite place to go here in Stillwater. You know, cost effective, right? They got the student ID thing going over there. You flash it, it's like 10% off, something like that.
I didn't know that.
Unreal.
Wow.
Yeah, they're trying a new thing with carne asada too. Good birria beef over there. But guys, I want to highlight a very special place.
Yeah.
Kind of to all of us, right? Think even more local.
The Student Union.
You wouldn't dare. That's right.
No.
Got a burrito here. It's time to celebrate. And let me tell you, she's a leaker.
Wait, what
too.
kind?
I mean,
What is in this burrito? We'll find out together.
Some ground beef,
ground beef, yes.
rice, black beans.
Beans for sure.
Wow,
Okay.
you guys are really on the nose here. Yeah.
Hey, you got a little. Oh, it's gone now. You got it.
Yeah, I got it with the scoop.
So this is from our local student union here at OSU.
And this one was ordered about 3 hours ago.
Oh.
Yeah, I was committed to the bit. It's she's a cold one.
She's a cold one.
Here, we can get a.
It's
get it back to the cross section. Get it back to the cross section.
Wow,
for the viewers at home.
That's amazing. What do you rate this burrito on a scale of 1 to 10?
Here's the thing. I'm pretty partial to Cholula as well.
Absolutely.
But if I had a little dash of Lou on it, I'd give it an 8.7.
Okay, for sure. Well, Mason, I'm going to let you enjoy that burrito. And that's a look at all of our headlines today, guys. Thank you for joining us.
Make sure to check out the Daily O tomorrow and the rest of the week for the latest happening here in Stillwater and across the state. For the Daily O, I'm Reagan Lee.
And I'm Addison McBride. Have a great night.
Lived east of here, about 35, 40 miles, something like that, over at Lamont. I was dating her from over at Alba when we were going to college. I knew about the well then. It was a great well. It was great water. I'd stop there, stick my head under it, wake up, drive on home, that kind of thing. And people talked about bottling this water. And so that's why I started thinking about doing that. And so in 2003, the property come up for sale. And so we started working on that, had the opportunity to buy it. The hopes are when folks drink our water is that they'll drink it for a few days and find out the difference. They'll start feeling better because there's been no chemical in our water. There's a list of good things that we have. We don't have any bad things in it. This company means a lot to me because I guess we started it from scratch. And to be able to have it where it's at today, I don't see this as the end at all. I see the future of Divine Water as being worldwide, which will bring outside dollars into the state. It means a lot to me because I started it, I guess, and our family started it.
Thank you for coming to Stay and Play Pet Resort. This is where we can board your pet at any time for your convenience and make them feel at home. We have 5 different kennels for your pet. We have luxury suites that come with TV, camera, fireplace. The webcam is at your free We have Kitty City where you can board your cat for multiple different prices. Stay and Play Pet Resort offers a free chauffeur service. If you go to Baker Animal Clinic, you can drop your pet off anywhere between 7:30 a.m. and no later than 8 a.m. Stay and Play Pet Resort offers a game day sports package. For $37, you can drop your dog off during